G'day folks, today, bit of a 5-inch grinder.
Yeah.
Nice Makita blue.
Sure, if you want.
I definitely want. GA013G.
Yeah.
This is the 40 volt max, so we're going to say 36 volt.
Sure.
For the Americans, you love to ramp up your numbers. This is a 36 volt tool, but yes, it's 40 max.
It's the first time we've seen this max terminology on a mainstream brand, I think, in Australia.
Yeah.
So this is their XGT line.
Yep.
Which we first saw last year when we went to a Makita day, special day in the city.
Yep.
So we're going to spend a few minutes talking about the grinder, and then we're going to have a longer discussion about the merit, or lack thereof,
Yep.
of the 40 volt max XGT line.
Yes.
So
Yep.
stay tuned for that, and we've had a bit of a robust discussion off screen.
We often have robust discussions.
We do.
By the way, on that,
Yeah.
what do you reckon about my Mo?
I think we need another robust discussion about that.
It's actually very hurtful. If you can see it here, Movember, I'm on board. I think it's fantastic.
You've done okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right. I tried.
With what you've got. This is
You dog.
so this is a
There you go.
5-inch grinder.
Yep.
This is the paddle version. It also comes in a switch version.
Yep.
It's running on a 4 amp hour XGT battery.
Yes. Which they also do have a 2.5.
They do.
This comes with a 4.
Correct. So there is nothing in the way of bells and whistles to talk about here. Very simple tool.
Doesn't even have headlights.
Doesn't have the variable speed that some of their 18 volt ones do. So all there really is to talk about in a grinder is how easy is it to change the guard and how easy is it to change the disc.
Yep.
And the answer to both is it's easy.
Easy.
Just like their 18 volt grinders.
Yeah.
There is nothing to complain about there.
Some guard changes, they're actually painful.
Yeah,
so silly as it sounds to some people,
Yep.
there's nothing worse than stinking hot day. You got gravy dripping out of you,
Yep.
and you're just trying to move the guard around. You want to chuck the thing out.
Yep.
It's a simple button. Push it, turn it. You're laughing.
For those of you who don't speak Mikey's, gravy means sweat
It does.
pouring out of you.
It does mean so. It doesn't have a speed nut,
No.
which we noted, but I don't personally care about that. Some might.
We never
but
use it.
I always lock it and use the disc or the leftover part of the disc to spin it off anyway, so I'm not stressed.
Agreed. So, most important thing, power.
Yep.
It is a ball terror, no doubt.
Tons. Is it the 40%? I think it's 40%.
They claim
They claim 40% faster.
than their 18 volt one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that for sure.
Okay.
So we actually haven't had a great deal of projects to use this on. So we had to take it out in the backyard and just cut a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
Compared it to some other sort of high voltage and high performance
Yep.
grinders.
Yep.
The long and short of it isn't the most powerful grinder we've ever used.
Nope.
Because it falls just a little bit short
Yep.
of the 54 volt yellow one.
Yep.
But it is very powerful.
Yeah. It's got tons of grunt. I did have it in the back of my ute. This was my one to try.
Yep.
You've got the recip.
Yep.
And I used it as a daily, but it was such small, tiny jobs. A couple of the bigger jobs I did, I really got to feel it and get some good footage.
Yeah.
It's been a good pickup. Like, I haven't noticed.
Yeah.
It's just too big, and I haven't swapped to another one.
No.
Generally, when we have a tool like this, we'll carry a couple different ones in the car,
Yeah.
and you find out your instinct takes you back to the other one.
Yeah.
If this feels too big or too clunky, it didn't feel like that, but
No.
I've done lots of small, insignificant jobs.
It doesn't feel a lot bigger or bulkier than an 18 volt grinder.
No, I actually didn't have the Makita 18, which we have reviewed.
Right.
I actually didn't have it with me, but I reckon it's going to be almost to the millimetre, minus a little bit extra here, I think.
It might even be shorter than the one with the variable speed. So,
Oh, could be too.
cracking grinder.
Yep.
Tons of power.
Yep, 9,500 RPM, is it? 8.5?
8.5.
Yep.
So pretty standard for cordless grinders.
Yep.
Around that 9 mark. So I love this. I love this tool.
Yep.
It's gonna beat the pants out of any 18 volt grinder on the market. It is very, very powerful.
Yep.
Now it comes at a price tag that we're not altogether happy about.
Yeah, well, it's
$849 for this tool with a couple of 4 amp hour batteries.
leads us into the further conversation about the
XGT.
XDG platform. But the other thing is, we were looking at the price, going, man, it's pricey. But then I said to Dwayne, I said, hang on, if anybody, doesn't matter what brand, whether it's a higher voltage brand or 18 volt, we would never recommend someone go, oh, you want to start on a platform, I'll go and buy a grinder kit.
Yeah.
Because it's never the way to go. We always say, go drill driver impact kit and skin up, or go a 5-piece kit and skin out sideways.
That's right.
So it's $850
Yeah.
for 2 4 amps
Yeah.
and obviously your charger.
Yep.
One thing to note, it's not backwards compatible to 18 volt, which we'll talk about, but there's the adapter that clicks on top of the charger, and so you can charge your 18 volt batteries on the XGT charger.
But it's not a thing that allows you to use 18 volt batteries.
No,
on those
you
tools,
can't
or
click
vice
on.
versa.
No.
Just for the charge.
Yep, 100%.
Right. So the first thing I did when I looked at that price was go, well, hang on a second. How about I'm buying a big kit because I'm going on to a new platform?
Yep.
$2,400-ish. Is going to get you a big 6-piece kit with all of those primary tools that you would use.
Yep.
Which is
rotary, recip, circ saw, impact driver, drill, and grinder.
Correct.
Yep.
Which is not that much compared to 18 volt tools. So, you know, like it's a bit more, but it's understandable.
Yep.
As a price point. So the question is, should people move to XGT, and why would they do that?
Yeah.
Now, we've had a big discussion. I think we're going to play a little bit of devil's advocate here with each other.
Yeah.
What was your first thought about XGT?
Well, my first thought is why, when we got 36 volt, the 2x18 sitting beside it.
Right.
Oh, well, they must be going to ditch the 36 volt line.
Yeah.
Which then would in turn crap off people who go, hang on, I've invested in it.
Yeah.
I try not to have a bias, but I think I have a small bias towards Makita 18 volt. I've had it all my life and I love it.
Yeah.
So I sort of went, well, hang on. Yeah, we've got that. We've got the 18 by 2. I didn't see, I struggled to see that I'm going to switch across to this when we've got the 36.
Yeah, so we've got no backwards compatibility at all.
No.
So, you know, you want a more powerful grinder, you're going to launch 850 on top of all your 18 volt gear.
Yep.
Doesn't make that much sense.
It feels like no.
But as I started to think about it more, I realised this is not meant to be used in conjunction with your 18 volt tools that you've already got.
Yep.
You can't think about it like an add-on. There are some other brands who have tools, batteries that flex between different voltages.
Yep.
For those guys, it makes more sense to mix and match.
Yep.
This is not that. This is meant to be a dedicated line of tools that are high powered.
Yep.
These 40 volt max batteries, which I'm always going to call 36 because I'm a sucker for nominal voltage.
The engineer brain.
Yeah. They are bigger cells. I'm assuming they're 21700s. I should fact check it.
Yep.
They're capable of putting out a lot more ampage than the cells that go into your 18 volt batteries.
Yeah.
When we hit a line.
Yep. The part that irks me, I suppose, is that I've got my ute. It's full of tools.
Yeah.
And I just hate the idea, and I think it'll happen more often than not. I've got my impact driver, I've got my drill, and all of a sudden I go, crap, I just need a couple of flat batteries. I can't just chug this on.
No, that's right.
I've got this kit, I've bought it, and it's sitting here as, that's the one that's got tons of balls.
Yeah.
I can't get that and click it on. Like, the idea of it just frustrates the hell out of me.
Yeah.
And it irks me, is what I would say.
Yeah, for sure. So, and again, that comes back to that thinking of, it's Makita. It should be compatible with my other Makita tools.
Yes. Yep.
But Makita 18 volt tools aren't compatible with 12 volt batteries.
No.
I'm starting to think about this more like, almost think about it like a whole nother brand.
Yeah.
You know.
So you want to get into some high power stuff and go, I want to go the next level up.
I'm in heavy duty construction. I want heavy duty powerful tools. Therefore, I might think about, as an option, and there are others on the market with high powered tools as well.
Yep.
XGT as my new platform.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the drill, the impact, the grinder, the rotary, the circ saw, everything on this 40 volt max platform.
Yep.
Because it is the next step up in power again.
Yeah.
It's only perhaps a little bit more powerful than the 18 times 2 tools, but we know that they are going to end up with 40 volt max times 2 tools in the future as well.
Well, that's the next part to it. Yeah, I'm aware, and it's. well, I'm pretty sure they've told us anyway,
Yep.
that there will be 40 volt by 2. So you've almost got to go, am I ready to take that jump into that next higher power?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I would actually love at some point. You'll find a demo saw, you'll find a droppy, 12-inch droppy will end up, well,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it would.
A rotary breaker.
9-inch grinder,
Yeah.
potentially mowers, like a nuts mower with 2x40.
Sure.
So it's almost, you sort of got to go, yeah, I'm prepared to, because I know in 12 months we're going to have some giddy up stuff.
So I think it's about headroom. This is about moving to a platform where you are not capped anymore by having 20 small Makita cells
Yep.
in a tool at the most.
Yep.
With 2 batteries.
Yep.
This has bigger batteries, and you're going to be able to put a lot more juice into one tool, because no one's going to want a tool with 4 18-volt batteries hanging off it.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
There's a mower, but that's different.
That's different.
You're not holding
it
it.
on wheels.
Yeah.
So this is going to allow you more power than 4 18-volt batteries.
Yep.
But in a much more user-friendly
Yeah.
sort of way.
Yeah, that's fair.
So the people that I would say should be looking into this are not people who just are Makita fanboys and they've got 18-volt and therefore they want the latest and greatest.
Yep.
It's the people who come to me and say, my old set's tired,
Yep.
I'm thinking about changing platforms now.
Yep.
It's a good time. Should I stick with the Bosch that I've got, or the DeWalt that I've got, or the Makita that I've got, whatever?
Yep.
Or should I change right now? Those are the people who I should say, they're the ones who should look into XGT.
Yeah.
Not as an add-on, as an entire new platform to make your main platform out of high-powered tools with a lot of headroom.
That's true. So instead of, I'm going to here, you're actually taking a sideways move.
Yeah,
Yes, you're ahead, but then you're going to go further ahead.
that's right.
The other thing is, and I'm the first one to admit it, I don't think I like change.
No.
And there's a lot of us
Yeah.
that don't like change. Then you've got your loyalists who really hate change.
Yeah.
Why change it? It's here. Well, guess what? That's life.
Yeah.
The thing is that people don't want, that's life, to cost them $1,000 or $2,000 because something's not compatible anymore and it doesn't work for them.
Yeah.
But if you're right, if you think about it as something separate and a step up from there,
Yeah.
that starts to make sense. It's awkward because people don't like change.
They don't like change. You didn't like change. It took you a while to
Yep.
even confess that this was a reasonable idea.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I was pretty salty on it.
Yeah, that's right. Because if you think about it as an 18-volt user, am I being screwed over by this?
Yep.
Well, no, you're actually not. Because Makita have full committed to their 18-volt line and their 18-volt times 2 line
And they'll never get right involved.
into the future. That's here to stay.
You're right.
I don't think this platform will ever have anywhere near the amount of tools that 18-volt has.
No.
It is absolutely a high-powered, more niche
Yep.
platform
Yep.
that would suit heavy-duty construction
Yep.
work.
Yeah. Yep.
What's annoying about it is that you can't go, geez, I'd really like a fan, or I'd really like a die grinder,
And be able to click on that.
down to your local store
Yep.
and grab an 18-volt tool,
Yep.
because it's not going to fit. So there is, as much as I'm on board and I understand that this is a good, positive change that gives people more choice,
Yep.
there's going to be a slight annoyance factor with it.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to have ever going to have the skin range, I don't believe, that they do with the 18.
No, I think you're right. And it is hard because they're, like I said, someone like myself has been on the Makita for a long time.
Yeah.
And it feels like a big change, especially when seemingly the 36 is sitting just here. They've also committed to keeping the 36 volt range.
Yeah, 18 times 2. Yeah.
18 times 2, sorry.
Yeah.
Because, and their main point was, but hang on, we've got loyal 18 volt users.
Yeah.
So they're actually looking after you. So I looked at this as a negative,
Yeah.
but they're actually going, no. We're separate here again.
Yeah.
And they're still looking after the others.
Do we think realistically that they are going to try as hard with 18 times 2 now that this is around? I think there's a possibility that they won't try quite as hard.
Yeah, possibly not. But it depends, I suppose, where the sales are.
That's true too, because 18, there's so many 18 volt users.
Maybe they need to change the colour of this. It needs to be a slightly different blue. Maybe they could make it teal.
And
They have to have a differentiation
teal.
instead of the standard Makita blue.
Most of
About
our
that.
viewers have no idea what you're talking about.
No, that's
Mike
true.
hates the idea of the screen called teal.
I don't like the word teal.
Which is what it is.
True. So look, XGT, we used it at the conference and we're blown away with the power of some of it.
Yeah.
We'd love to get a hand on the Cirque Saw to try it.
Yep.
But also, like you were saying, we want to try the drill and the impact driver.
Yeah.
Because, like you were saying, and we agree, we're not going to go and buy this as a kit, as the grinder kit. We're going to buy a 5-piecer. But if the drill and impact driver don't stack up to, they're definitely better again, then there's more questions.
I don't even need them to be better. I just need them to be good.
Yeah, okay.
Because, Makita already have the greatest impact drivers in the world.
Yeah.
They win our comparisons every time we do an impact driver comparison.
Yep. Don't slag us off if you're going to say that others are better. It's our opinion and we've done
they're at least up there with the very best. At the minimum.
You're going to cop heat for that.
Probably. The drill is old in the 18 volt line.
Yep.
Their premium drill is about 5 years old. It's unbelievable it hasn't been replaced yet.
Yep.
So I hope that it's better than that.
It's because they put out about 842 impact drivers.
That's very true. But I don't need the impact driver and the drill to be twice as powerful. That's just going to break my wrist anyway when I use the drill.
Yep.
I just need them to be good so that it's not a letdown when I move to this new platform.
Yeah. Yep.
No one needs drills to be as powerful as this tool.
No, true.
It doesn't need to, I don't know what the equivalent wattage rating of this is, but, I'm guessing that they're going to say something like 1400 watt equivalent or something.
Yep.
You don't need a 1400 watt drill in your hand that's going to snap your wrist.
Yeah, no.
That's not the deal.
No.
True. But I definitely agree with you. We need to play with them so that we can say with more confidence, this is a platform worth investing in.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to run 2 platforms in my ute.
No, you're quite big about that.
I want one.
Yeah. All right, so let's pull it back a little bit.
Sure.
It's going to be a continued conversation, I think, on the XGT.
Yep.
Let's bring it back to the grinder. As Dwayne said at the start, there's no bells and whistles. No. It's not making you a coffee on the side, but it's a good, tough grinder.
Yep.
And at 8,500 RPM, it's got plenty of go in it. On a flat disc, on a cutter, and on a grinding wheel.
Agreed.
So we'll wrap it up there.
Yep.
What we want to say is, please hit us up with your comments. Dwayno's massive on the YouTube comments. He will reply. It's considered replies. I'm not a considered person with replies. That's why I'm not on YouTube a lot. Hit us up with your conversation about this because it is important.
Yeah, we want to hear your questions.
Yep.
We're going to be reviewing the recip saw soon.
Yes.
So that'll be a good chance for us to answer any of those questions that you've got arising from the new platform.
Too right.
So hit us up and let's see where this goes.
Yep. Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much. Like, subscribe, do the stuff. Giddy up.
Bye.